Big news for pre-authorizations in the Medicare world, also HSAs in the OBBB, the One Big Beautiful Bill, and reminders for the upcoming annual enrollment period. Hello and welcome to our latest newsletter video. We're here to keep you informed about important updates in the world of Medicare and healthcare in general. Today we've got some significant news to share, so let's dive in. First up, let's talk about a major piece of legislation that recently passed, the One Big Beautiful Bill, or OBBB. In our last video, we talked about how this bill might impact our health savings accounts, or HSAs, for people on Medicare. You might recall that when the OBBB was first debated in the House, there was language included that could have significantly changed HSA contributions and eligibility for those on Medicare. This generated a lot of hope, excitement, and anticipation. However, we were sad to see that the final version of the OBBB, which was signed into law on July 4th, does not contain that specific language related to HSA contributions for Medicare beneficiaries. During the Senate amendment process, those provisions were removed. So while the OBBB does have implications for other areas of health care and benefits, the HSA expansion we once thought might be included for Medicare beneficiaries did not make it into the final bill. HSAs remain a valuable tool for those who are eligible, but the eligibility criteria for Medicare beneficiaries have not changed as a direct result of this bill. Moving on, another key area that's seen recent developments is pre-authorizations. We know this can be a point of frustration for those on Medicare Advantage plans who are subject to pre-authorizations for medical care. We're pleased to share some positive news on this front. On June 3rd, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Secretary for Health and Human Services, and Mehmet Oz, Director of CMS, announced an initiative where a large number of health insurance companies, representing nearly 8 out of 10 Americans, have voluntarily pledged to streamline and improve prior authorization processes across various plans, including Medicare Advantage plans, among others. The commitments include standardizing electronic prior authorizations, expanding real-time responses by 2027, and notably, reducing the volume of medical services subject to prior authorizations by January of next year. This means we could see a decrease in the number of common procedures and services that require prior approval, which could lead to faster access to care and less administrative burden for both patients and providers. This is an encouraging step towards a more efficient managed care system. Now, in a related but separate development, on June 27th, CMS announced the launch of a new innovation model called WISER, or, quote, Wasteful and Inappropriate Service Reduction Model, end quote. This program will begin on January 1st, 2026, and is designed to test a model for prior authorization specifically within Original Medicare, the traditional fee-for-service program. The WISER model will be implemented in 6 states initially: Arizona, New Jersey, Ohio, Oklahoma, Texas, and Washington, and will focus on 17 specific procedures that have been identified as being particularly vulnerable to fraud, waste, and abuse. This initiative will leverage enhanced technologies, including artificial intelligence, for a streamlined review process. While technology will support the review, all final decisions regarding coverage will be made by licensed clinicians. While many people are concerned about this step towards pre-auth for Original Medicare, it is important to remember that at this time, this is a limited test program effective only in 7 states and running for a grand total of 6 years from 2026 through 2031. Finally, let's look ahead to something that's always on our minds this time of year, the Annual Enrollment Period, or AEP, which kicks off this October 15th. Historically, the AEP has often brought significant changes to Medicare Part D plans, leading to reviewing and adjusting your coverage for Part D. However, for the upcoming 2026 plan year, we anticipate maybe a slightly different scenario. The really big transformative changes to Part D prescription drug program, such as the $2,000 out-of-pocket cap and the elimination of the donut hole, largely took effect this last year, leading into 2025. Most of those substantial program changes will remain in effect with only minor tweaks needed between now and next year. Furthermore, while the insurance carriers will not publish the 2026 plan specifics until later this year, we're not really expecting there to be significant changes to the plans that most people are currently enrolled in for this year. What does this mean for you? Well, we don't anticipate as many people needing to undertake comprehensive reviews or make significant changes to their plans as in past years. Now, before we wrap up, we have two very important requests for you that will help us serve you better in the coming months. First, to ensure we are fully compliant with CMS rules, we need your assistance in updating your scope of appointment forms. CMS regulations require that we have a valid scope of appointment form signed and on file within the prior 12 months. Over the next 2 months, we'll be reaching out to you for help on updating these forms. We've enhanced our e-signature process, and now it typically only takes about 15 seconds or enough time to click your mouse 4 times. This is a quick and essential step that helps us maintain compliance and continue to provide you with the personalized service that you've grown to expect from us. Second, to make the process of updating your medication list easier and more accurate, we'll soon be providing you with direct links via email that will allow you to yourself update your list of medications directly in our secure system. This new feature is designed to save you time and streamline the process of completing the reviews, eliminating the need for back and forth emails and reducing the potential for human error. Keep an eye on your inbox. Over the next week or two, we'll be sending out a separate email with detailed instructions related to updating both your scope of appointment and your medication list. Your cooperation with these two tasks is greatly appreciated, and it will help us prepare for a very smooth AEP. We hope this update's been helpful. As always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me or anyone on our team. We're here to help you stay on top of Medicare. Stay healthy, be well, and we'll see you next time.